Hey everyone, this is NBZ.
I'm Bally.
And we wanted to give you an update on our Patreon. We've been running this Patreon for a few years now, and we thought 2020 would be a good time to refresh things, make it all brand spanking new, and give you some new tiers to get excited about. The first one is our $1 tier, where we are going to do a brand new podcast. It's going to be called This Nintendo Life, where me and Bally will talk about all the non-Nintendo video games we've been playing, as well as all the industry news that's outside of Nintendo. It gives us the opportunity to talk about things we usually wouldn't do on the main show, and it also is a new entry point for people. In the past, people have thought that maybe it's a bit too much for expensive shows, but we want to get it a little bit down there for the $1 tier for people to jump in and listen to a bonus podcast every month. So you'll get a bonus podcast of This Nintendo Life every month if you subscribe to the $1 tier. You'll also be able to vote on the backlog clubs that we do, as well as being able to vote on some other topics that we'll talk about a little bit later.
For $2 a month, you are going to gain access to our new post show called TNL Bonus Bits. This is going to come out after every show on a Tuesday, so that's going to be fortnightly after the main show, and it's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes long, and it's just going to be some random conversations that we feel cover a few topics we might want to talk about on the day. Of course, you'll also be able to receive all the other rewards from previous tiers.
Absolutely. For the $5 tier, you now have the ability to suggest some discussion topics for the show. So often we do a third segment. This will allow listeners, patrons to go in there, give their suggestions for what they want us to talk about, and then we'll put it all into a poll and get everybody to vote on it. So everyone will be able to vote on the suggestions, but only $5 patrons will be able to suggest topics, and there might be an occasion where we'll take one of those topics, if it's a bit shorter, and talk about it in a bonus bit. So everything's going to cross-promote really nicely.
For $10 a month, you will be a TNL ambassador. Thank you for your support at this level. We will give you a thank you on the show and shout out your name. You will also, of course, receive all the previous tiers.
So that pretty much covers it. We have revamped things and hopefully made it a little bit more approachable for people at a lower tier, so that you can get some bonus podcasts and listen to more of the stuff that we do, as well as hopefully support the show. So thanks everybody for listening. All the changes are live now on patreon.com/thisnintendolife. Go over there, sign up if you're available to, and we really appreciate any support that comes our way. Thanks folks, we'll see you later.